Yeah, let it rain.
There's a story in Arabian Nights where a princess loses her rubies. The prince and the princess were in a forest, and a bird stole the princess's rubies. So the prince goes off to find the bird, and during this point of time it gets very dark, so the princess wanders out of the forest. She comes upon a nearby kingdom, and the king gives her refuge. When the prince eventually finds the ruby, the princess is gone, so he too wanders to find her, and he comes upon the kingdom. When he realizes the princess is probably in the palace, he decides to be sneaky to see whether she returned to him, and he hides the ruby in a jar of honey. And in the end, the prince and the princess are reunited. So the prince got his princess, and the princess got her ruby. But what if the ruby got its princess? So before I even get into the tutorial, I gotta let you guys know that you have to vote for me if you want to see me progress to the next round. You gotta vote for me at nixcosmetics.com.my. You can vote up to 3 times a day for the 4-day voting period. So please, please, please vote for me because I would love to keep making tutorials. I started by drawing out drips on my face using the NYX Suede Lip Pencil in Vintage. I then filled in a base for the area I just filled out. I'm using the NYX SFX Cream Color in Gold. And I did 2 coats of this. To get a sharper line for the drips on my face, I just swapped to a small brush. For the glam side of my face, I'm using the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat foundation in the color Deep Rich. I'm just blotting it on with a sponge. I then just set it with some powder. For my eye, I'm going to use the NYX Perfect Filter palette in Olive You. I started with this light pink color to highlight my brow bone, and then I went in with this dark pinker color to cut my crease. After that, I just took the rose gold and swept it all over my lid to use a blending color for all the colors I'm going to use. And then I swapped to burgundy to make my cut crease even more obvious. And back in with the rose gold, leaving that over my lid, and then defining my burgundy a bit more, bringing it under my eye. Then taking the NYX Cosmic Metals in the shade Dark Nebula, I'm going to use it as an eyeliner and just sweep it over my lid. I tried to make my eyeliner a little bit thicker to look a little bit more Arabic. And then I just set it with the dark blue shade from the Olive You palette. Then to contour my face, I'm just using the Stay Matte Bronzer in Dark Tan. I'm then using the same bronzer to pick out all the darkness on my face and shadow it in. I also use the bronzer to fill in my eyebrow. I just popped some eye highlights in with the rose gold. I'm just taking the Vintage lip liner again to line my lips, and I'm actually overdrawing my lips to make them look a bit fuller. I use the lipstick in Gold Digger as a base for my lips. Then to give my lips that regal glow, I take the Burgundy Shallow from the Olive You palette and cover my lipstick. I dust a bit of rose gold on my cheek as a blush. Now it's time to get stuck into the SFX part. I made these rubies out of Play-Doh and hard candy, I know. I didn't know how to use gelatin yet, so I did what I could. And then I fixed it with eyelash glue. Give me that golden look, I painted myself using a mixture of the Old Hollywood pigment and the clear NYX lip gloss. After that, I arranged some plastic diamantes all over the place to make it look extra sparkly. My idea for the rubies was to make it look a bit of protruding from the skin, and I feel like I achieved that using the things that I had, and also to make the skin look like honey. I used the dark blue in the Rocker Sheet palette to give shadows to all the drips on my face. And then I took the dark pink on the Rocker Sheet palette as well to add to those shadows. This gave dimension to my face so that when I added the top gloss, it looked even more 3D. I then repeated what I did to my body by using the Old Hollywood pigment plus the NYX clear gloss again to cover my face. Taking the blue from the Olive You palette, I just created some more shadows. And then for some reason I thought I needed golden snot, so I just put a drip there anyway. And then I kind of just randomly stuck diamantes to my face to make it look sparkly too. After that I just threw on some mascara and that was it. The makeup's all done. is my princess and her ruby look. It was inspired by Princess Jasmine in her slave costume, and also kind of inspired by the honey that the ruby was in. Please remember to vote for me for the next round of the competition, because I would love to stay in the competition and keep making amazing tutorials for you guys. You guys can vote for me up to 3 times a day, every day during the voting period, so get on it!